Hey fellow Wallspaghettis, it is Friday and today is my day. It's December 2nd and I haven't shaved yet. I've been lazy. Our theme this week is sex and religion. Two very controversial topics, as we have all said, and it's a fun one, isn't it? So I guess I'll start with like where I am in my own sexual orientation. Right now I'm vacillating between asexuality and a word that I learned through an anon that asked Lauren whether she was between these two and the other. Anyway, I am between asexuality and genophobia right now. And genophobia, or however it's pronounced, is the fear of sex. Because I have had some sexual encounters over the years, and I kind of have anxiety attacks over it. It's really fun. Yeah, I don't like people touching me. I mean, there are reasons behind that, but just in general, I don't like it. And so I guess I really haven't had a sexual life. Whatever. And that is also part in like the guilt I felt, like, outside of the anxiety attack, the guilt I felt because of being a Christian. It just didn't, correlate, and that, I felt bad because I was doing this stuff and I knew I shouldn't, and blah blah blah. And I mean, even if we had done stuff, that guilt would have kept me from having an orgasm. I mean, I wouldn't be able to let that go. But now it's probably a little different story now that I'm in college and on my own, because this is the first time I think I've told any of you this, but I've started to move away from my faith in God and my faith in Christianity. I mean, it's when I say that, it sounds horrible and like, oh God, now I'm an atheist, blah blah blah. It's not that I'm an atheist, but it's not that I believe in God. It's not that I trust the Bible anymore. It's not that I don't. If it's confusing. I'm at a crossroads in both my sexuality and in my faith in everything. But I will say that the Christian grounding that I have was probably one of the best that I could. My experience in the church was generally positive, minus I was a counselor in 11th grade, and I almost wasn't allowed because I, in 8th grade, had gone to my pastor about thinking that I was a homosexual. I mean, it's like guys, but it's not sexual at this point, or it is, and I'm afraid of it. I'm not sure which. But anyway, I was almost discounted from being a counselor because of that fact, and now I look back and I think that is one of the stupidest things ever. So homosexuality and pedophilia are two entirely different things. I'm going to put that out there. So with that, with like the Christian upbringing, I mean, it's really great, especially this past year because I've opened my eyes to like, well, the passage, like, how Christianity and homosexuality, like, you can't do those two, you're going to go to hell, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, we're going to move past that, and we're going to go with the facts that, Chelsea brought this up, that all sin is equal, and if homosexuality is a sin, then it isn't any more of a sin than anything else. And there's also evidence of a gay relationship in the Bible of, I think it was David and Jonathan. They knit their souls together, and I don't know about you, but when I knit my soul to someone, I'm pretty much in love with them. And he cried, Jonathan, I think it was Jonathan that cried when David had to leave, or the other way around. And they kissed, and they cried together. They did all these things, and if you try to tell me that that was not romantic, I will slap you in the face because you are being ignorant. One of the things I don't tolerate is ignorance, so there's that. But it's in the Old Testament. I think it's in 1 Samuel or maybe 2nd. I haven't really read much of the Old Testament because, to be honest, it's really boring. But there's also this whole thing in like the New Testament. He's kind of a big guy. His name is Jesus. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he kind of decided that he loved everyone and that he's God, and that he wanted everyone to have that relationship with him and blah blah blah. And this video is I'm nearing the end of my video, and I'm not going to take a second to try at this. But if you want to know more, like we can have chats about it in Skype or something. But ask me for that if you want. But Wallspaghettis, if you have questions and want to talk to me, then by all means, please go. Like, isn't that part of like what this is, learning about each other? Anyway, I need to go. This weekend, I think it's free for all for whoever has the weekend, and then next Monday we'll start with our next theme. But until then, it will be Lauren's turn tomorrow, something like that. But I love you all, and I hope that this doesn't change our relationship at all. I love you.